In news just coming, the Parliament panel has agreed that political parties will not be coming under the RTI. This is what the panel has now decided, that political parties will not be coming under the ambit of the RTI. Remember, the Parliament Standing Committee related to the Department of Personnel, Public Grievances, Law and Justice has opined that the political parties are now not public authorities and hence they do not have to come under and within the ambit of the Right to Information Act. Editor-at-Large Rahul Kavanagh joins me on the phone line. Rahul, highly ironical. On one hand, you have these political parties in the Rajya Sabha today, most of them really supporting the Lokpal Bill for transparency. On the other hand, you now have the Parliament Standing Committee saying that, well, them coming under the RTI is not required.
Well, Vedika, this cannot get more ironical because at this time in the Rajya Sabha, they're debating a bill to end corruption, and this was one of the major demands of activists like Arvind Kejriwal, that political parties must disclose their sources of funding. They must reveal whom they're getting money from, even if this is a small component. Remember, if it's above 20,000, then in any case, it needs to be made public, but smaller amounts don't need to be made public, and therefore we were told that Rahul Gandhi had taken the initiative. It had been sent to the Standing Committee of Parliament, but I just found out from Shantanam Nayak in Parliament that unanimously all 6 parties have come to the view that they should not come under the purview of the RTI, which means that if you want to know who's funding the 2014 general election campaign for any of the political parties, you will not have the answer to that question. We believe that when this amendment was sent to the Standing Committee, they would consider this, but the response has been completely contrary to what people out on the street suggested. I spoke to Shantaram Nayak and he said that if you want to bring this in, amend the law, change the law, but you can't extend the ambit of the RTI Act itself to include political parties, because political parties are not public authorities. That's the position that the Standing Committee has unanimously taken. This is very, very unfortunate, because here was an opportunity for political parties to become more transparent in their dealings, and they've rejected that opportunity.
Rahul, also, can this parliamentary panel decision be challenged in any way?
Well, this is the view of the Standing Committee, which is essentially the sense of the House. You see also what's happening in the Rajya Sabha at this time is that they're discussing the final bill as approved by the Standing Committee. So this is a very important part of the final view, because this includes leaders from all political parties, and there's only Anu Aga, who's a nominated member of the Rajya Sabha. She's the only one who put a dissenting note. Also, the Biju Janata Dal has put in a dissenting note. But the main political parties, the Congress, the BJP, the BSP, the CPM, all these parties have refused to come under the purview of the RTI. This is very, very unfortunate. And I want to see, and we must ask Congress spokespersons now what their view on this is, because Rahul Gandhi is the one who's been pushing for this. We were told by Congress spin doctors that he's the one who suggests that this be sent to the Standing Committee of Parliament. And if this is the end result of that process, this really takes away from some of what they're trying to do, because when we were in Parliament, we heard, the chair in Rajya Sabha say, today we should not have lunch, we shouldn't take a break, let's continue the discussion. People on the street have spoken, yes. Parliament must hear their voice. That was the general mood, and this going completely contrary to that mood, Vedika.
Rahul, do stay with me. I also have RTI activist Tripti Shah joining me on the phone line. Tripti, this is a huge blow for transparency.
Yeah, absolutely. This is ironical but not unexpected, because since so many months and last few years we are observing all these political parties, and we absolutely know that they are not willing to share any crucial information with people. They are not transparent, and now today they have actually confirmed our views that they may talk about people because they want people's vote, but in reality they are not willing to part with any crucial information that people need and people want about them and their way of functioning.
All right, Tripti, thanks for joining us. Coming back to you, Rahul, this was extremely crucial really ahead of the 2014 elections, and this can really be seen as a setback not only for RTI activists but those people who've been really campaigning for transparency across the board.
Vedika, you're absolutely correct, because this is coming just months ahead of this crucial general election. And if you see, with the presence of an Aam Aadmi party in the electoral fray, already the mood is changing, and you and I and others could have asked the Congress and the BJP, where are you getting your money from? Disclose that, because they knew that it will be very difficult for them to fight these elections. I was sitting with a member of parliament just this afternoon, and he said that 3 crores is what we're already budgeting for providing for per assembly constituency. That's the amount of cash we will have to give out if we hope to be able to beat whichever leader they are taking on in their respective state. He was a regional leader. That's the sort of money that they're already putting together. In that situation, accepting the RTI amendment bill would have really made life very difficult for them. So this is just the Netas getting together as a gang to protect their own. There is absolutely no plausible explanation. Every right-thinking member of parliament has been saying, and we've been hearing so much from the Congress, that Rahul wants that this be done. RTI amendments should happen, funding should be made public. But if you go through the text of the statement that's been put out by the standing committee, they're saying that this would create problems. Rivals would ask questions. Well, so what if a rival asks questions? So what if activists ask questions? If you've got nothing to hide, why fear disclosing it? That's the question that political parties had to answer. So while they're taking the Lokpal, and that's a good thing, this really is a dampener coming as it does on the same day.
In fact, it's going to be interesting, Rahul, to see the AAP as well as the Congress react to this, because on one hand, the Congress is extending unconditional support to the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi, but on the other hand, they've come out with this stand really as far as the parliamentary panel is concerned. But Rahul, just for the benefit of our viewers, can you just take us through what most of these political parties and why really they are opposing this move of the RTI and coming under the ambit of the RTI?
Because the Congress can't distance itself from what the standing committee has recommended. Congress members were very much part of the standing committee. So were BJP members. They are part of the decision that has been taken. They can't now say that we don't know why this decision has been taken or we don't support it. Their people were very much there in the standing committee. Shantaram Naik is a BJP MP from Goa. He's the one who was the chairman of this committee. There were members from each of the major political parties. They've together taken this decision, so they now can't try and pin the blame on each other. The political establishment together has come to the conclusion that they don't want to make their funding transparent. And this is a problem because, Vedika, most of the people, to answer the question that you're asking, who fund political parties do so in black. There's very little white money coming in. The Aam Aadmi Party campaign was one of the rare campaigns where they actually made their funding public. Most political parties don't do this. And because they don't do this, and because they are worried that if, for example, X-Corporate House funds the Congress, and if that is made public, then they fear if the BJP were to come to power, the BJP would hound that corporate house. Those are the fears they have. Some of those fears possibly are legitimate, but the reality is, in the era that we are in, where there's a new awakening taking place in India, political parties really ought to be more transparent, and everything that they're saying which is contrary to this is just sounding like a very, very lame, very, very weak excuse. If they say and if they want us to believe that they've heard the message on the street, then this view of the standing committee completely goes contrary to that.
Absolutely. So isn't the Congress then speaking in two voices, Rahul? On one hand, you have them in Parliament really tom-tomming about how they have only one agenda left before the winter session of Parliament gets over, which is the passing of the Lokpal bill. And on the other hand, you have these political parties out of the RTI ambit now.
Well, we have to give it some time, because this is a story that Headlines Today has just broken moments from now. We have had an opportunity to speak to some members of the parliament, but they said that if that's the view of the standing committee, then what can we do? This is the view of the House. Very clearly, they are now trying to take refuge behind the fact that the standing committee has come to this view and there's nothing that they can do or say about it. But that's not good enough. Political parties, as I said, have together taken this decision, and none of them can afford to take the moral high ground on this. It's simply not acceptable. And that, Vedika, is the reality which people must question, and that is what political parties must answer, because today when they appear on television channels in the evening, they'll give these homilies saying that we've heard the voice in the street, we've responded to the anger, and we are cognizant of the mood of the people. But this goes completely contrary to all of what they've been saying, Vedika.
Absolutely, Rahul. Thanks so much for joining us on that big breaking story. We also have Subhash Agrawal, RTI activist, joining us on the phone line. Mr. Agrawal, all right, we seem to have lost the line there with Subhash Agrawal, but that's the latest coming in as we speak. Political parties as of now are out of the RTI ambit. This after a parliamentary panel has come out and said that it is not possible for this to happen. Well, remember, the latest version of the government as far as this story was concerned is that bringing parties under the RTI Act is complicated. We have Mr. Subhash Agarwal joining us on the phone line. He is a very well-known RTI activist. Mr. Agarwal, this is a huge blow to transparency, especially ahead of the 2014 elections. What's your first reaction?
Yes, it is unfortunate that the Standing Committee of Parliament has taken this view despite our strongly putting up the case before the committee. And any legislation, if based on this report taken by the Parliament, I think we will be challenging it in the courts. And moral and ethics demand that political parties should immediately surrender all the government facilities, including bank laws and land, etc., so that at least one of the aspects does not remain and there to be challenged. The case was decided on three aspects, and one of them was government funding, indirectly or directly.
Also, Mr. Agarwal, at this point you have the debate which is going on in the Rajya Sabha, where you have the government, you have other political parties going ahead and pushing for this Lokpal bill. Isn't it highly ironical? It seems that these political parties are speaking in two voices. On one hand, they want to push the Lokpal bill. On the other hand, they really don't want to come under the RTI ambit.
Definitely, we are disappointed by the report of the Standing Committee.